Hey everyone. Okay, the life of a day trader. This is another thing that people have a big kind of misunderstanding about. What is the life of a day trader? What does it look like as a professional day trader? What is your daily tasks? What does it look like when you wake up and all these things that people aren't quite not aware of? Everybody thinks that the life of a day trader is rosy and peachy. And while it is very flexible and, financially very rewarding in some of these different things, I think everybody has this misconception that they get to just pick up their bags and have their laptop and just kind of go and travel wherever they want. They can go to a hotel in Spain, and then 2 weeks later, they're going to be in France. And then, 3 months later, they're going to be out in Mexico or maybe Brazil. Then they're going to come and see me in Canada, and then they're going to go to Japan, right? They're going to travel the world. They're just going to click a few buttons day trading, and it's just going to pay their way for as long as they need it to. This is kind of a very general conception of what day trading is. This is a very big misconception. Day trading is very much a grind. It's like anything else. You have to put long hours in. You're sitting in front of your computer. You're sitting in front of your screen. You are trading all day long. You're looking for the best opportunities. You'd have to be a fortune teller or a magician to just be able to walk in, click a few buttons, walk away. And then that's paid for your next 4 or 5 days of existence. And then you can just do the same thing again. And therefore rinse, repeat over the course of the next 10 years, only ever working 5 hours a week. This is not realistic, right? It's very much a grind. It's very much sitting in front of your charts. It's very much doing your technical analysis, going and trying to find the best trades possible every single day and finding the positions that have the best opportunities, right? So day trading, it's not this thing we do 10 hours a day, right? It's broken into different times of recovery during the day, different times of study, different times of actually working. This becomes very much a mental analysis game, which I do talk about a bit in my mental analysis of alt course. So actually, I don't talk about it a bit. I go quite in depth and even go as far as plotting out the perfect day for people. What does it look like to be a day trader every single day? Knowing what to expect going into a profession is important. So what can you expect going into a profession? Don't expect working a few half an hour shifts every day. Expect waking up early, preparing for the day, getting in front of your charts, doing a lot of work at your computer with technical analysis, with making decisions. It's very mentally fatiguing. It can be stressful at times. There is things that aren't so great, like the stress that comes associated with day trading is high. The fresher you are to day trading, I find with my students, the more stressed out and the more it impacts them. And that stress and that impact that people assume, that weight that people intake goes away with experience, right? So as you get to be a better day trader, understand more of how the career works, make more comfortable trades, that stress kind of doesn't really exist because we kind of know what to expect. The most important damning thing about day trading is that you're going to be still working 5 days a week. At the point where you can make $5,000 a day, if you get to that point, you're not going to want to work 1 day a week. You're going to say, hey, I can make really good money. I can make 20 grand a week or 30 grand a week or, even more. And you're going to want to work. You're not going to want to just turn on your computer and do it for a few hours. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to be working. So what to expect as a career in day trading? Long hours, just like any other job, a lot of devotion, a ton of study time. It's not something you're going to pick up because you're tired of working 40 hours a week. Guess what? You're probably going to have to work more getting into a brand new profession as a brand new career. So getting into day trading, or if you already are in day trading and you're trying to become pro, doing this 10 or 20 hours a week simply won't cut it. If you want to be pro and play against the elites in the market, you have to act like one, right? So you've got to be studying, you've got to be charting every single day, you've got to be doing the most optimal routines. You have to be taking trades. You're going to have 10-hour work days, right? And as time goes on, that will cut down, but don't expect that for your first few years. Just like anything, kind of assume your first few years is going to be the hardest part of your career, which it is in any career. But in this career specifically, it's going to be harder because you're not going to be making a ton of money. You'll be breaking even if you're lucky. And as you get better and better, depending on how fast you learn in these things, you can start to make profits, right? I've worked with people who make $10,000 a day after mentoring them for 3 months. And I've seen people never make it and completely quit because they just don't have what it takes in terms of devotion and work ethic and things like that. So in your first few years, expect to work 10, 12, 13 hours a day. don't expect to make a ton of money, and expect for a big grind. So anybody wanting to get into day trading as a career, here's a little bit of a dose of reality for you. Don't expect this home run scenario to just come and appear overnight. Yes, it'll come, but it takes a lot of work to get it, right? It's just like anything else, like being a professional athlete. When day traders can make more than professional athletes, don't think it's going to come easy, and don't think it's going to come just at the snap of fingers overnight because you've done a week of work, right? Give yourself time. Again, I'll go back to this: educate, do the grind, take the time, and have some respect for the process.